and welcome to another trip. I wasn't going to do this one because we're still quite far behind on the other videos trying to catch up, but guess what? The truck's got issues again. The transmission, the gearbox, is giving me real problems. It was messing me about a little bit the other week and clunking into 11th. I told him about it. He did a gearbox at service, transmission service. That quietened it down for about a week, and then it's back to how it was as well now. I'm going on holiday the end of this this trip, so at the end of this month, basically. It's August now, middle of August, and I wanted something to fill me in before the end of the month. And so I took another California, down to California, nice and easy, Sacramento area, Tracy actually, over to Reno, Bush, back again. Me and Jack went that way the other day. You saw us going over, what is it, Donna Pass over there, which was fun and that. Anyway, so it brings me on to this one. So I thought I'll squeeze this one in and then book it in to get whatever's wrong with it sorted out. Now I'm starting to think I should have just taken it in, you know what I mean? It's really getting worse. What's happening is, let's have a look. It hasn't been too bad. It's chucked it out of gear 3 times today. 3 times we've lost all the power and everything like that. So now we're down to using manual. If I'm into automatic, it starts slinging codes up and everything like that. So I'm down into manual, trying to change gear the least as possible. That's the best thing you can do. And the only thing is, I don't know if some of you European trucks do it, but the Freightliner did it and this does it. If you're not in automatic, your jake brake, you can't use your jake brake fully. If you pull that jake brake on fully, it trips it back into auto again and drives. I don't know what all that's about, I really don't. I can't understand why you can't have full jake brakes on manual. It's just ridiculous, really. So anyway, I'm trying not to use full jakes, which is difficult. I'm fully loaded, and I'm going to be fully loaded get back. So like I say, up to now, the last 200 miles, I've been reusing it on manual, and things are all good. It does. You've got to, when you change gear, you've got to just go back as though you're in a manual. Basically, let off the throttle, put it into gear, let it sort itself out before you dip your foot in again, kind of thing like that. Not just holding your foot like you would an auto, and it seems to be doing it all right. It has missed a couple in 9, so if you find this is happening, go back down, go next one down, and then up again. It'll always, 9 times out of 10, it'll find the gear going up easier to go into than trying to get the gear down. So if you go next one down and then back up again quickly, you should get your gear again. It's going to be a slow trip, without a doubt, but it's going to be better than being on the back of a tow truck, that's for sure, if I take it steady. It's like anything, you don't want to irritate what is wrong going in there. And hopefully, if you just nurse it along, it should get me back, which is pissing it down, which is, it's been raining for about an hour now, which is pretty good because we've got a lot of fires around here at the moment in Oregon. I'm just coming up to Grants Pass. Yeah, so this is going to help out tremendously with the forest fires and shit like that. So that's a blessing in disguise for the people, even though somebody on holiday might not think so, but you know, that's what it is. So up until now, it was all right, but here's when it goes a bit dong. My next 200 plus miles is Mountain Pass. It's basically up and down, and I've got a huge mountain to go up to get over into California, which is a really big drag. So the best bet to do when you've got something like that is going on, get it in a gear that it's going to come up there. Keep it in between 1,000, 1,300, 1,400, something like that. Don't go much over. Try not to go over 15, and just hold it there. So you're not going up and down the gears. You're better off just trying to hold. Use the gears as little as possible. What I'm trying to say is, and just hold it in. Let it run down right into 12 before you really have to change gear or something like that. Little they use it, less you're irritated. It's like I don't know, if you had a cut or something, you don't want to scratch it or irritate it, you're going to make it worse. And then you're going to be sat at the side of the road, and that's not going to be fun, is it? Big old tow truck's going to come out. I'm going to be landed back here. The wife's going to have a fit. Told you not to take that load. Tight Yorkshireman. I'm panicking. I've got 437 miles. I aren't too bothered about my backload. That out of Reno, the chocolate. I aren't really bothered about that. That's by the by. It goes back to the farm. I know they've got plenty of stock on the chocolate. They're all right. They're just trying to get it in before the winter sets in, kind of thing. Stock up. But the load I've got on here, the frozen berries, to go down to Costco, is for 4 o'clock Sunday delivery. It's now Saturday. I want to get over the mountain today, and then I've got, you know, I can take it steady. Whatever happened, I will get that load off tomorrow on Sunday. Even if it means it stops and I have to turn it off every 100 miles or 50 miles and reset it, I will get it there, because that is the big one. You don't want to be sat broken down with a reefer load on frozen load or anything like that. You know, that's gonna be a real fuck up, is that. You're gonna miss your delivery. It's a good client, good customer. You know, always think about that customer as well. Even, you know, when you're company driver or whatever you are, think about that. You know, you don't want to just get the goddamn thing there, whatever you can do, basically. And that's your bread and butter, you know what I mean? Well, the weather, but with the weather down like this, the temperatures drop down 62, 63, so that's nice. Reefer's not running as hard, so it's saving me money. Take past that. Yeah, there we go. It all happens, doesn't it? I've in what, 38 years of driving, 38 years of driving trucks, I've never ever had so many problems as I've had in this truck. Like I've mentioned before, I love driving it. It drives, you know, really well. I do like it for the comfort and the room and everything like that. It's all set all right. But man, the problems, just problem after problem. You know what I mean? It's just literally something else is going wrong. Something else is going wrong with it. I can't understand why. It's American made. It's made here in this country. It's I don't know. It's shit. It's crap. It really is. It's niggly little things though. This is the only thing I can think what's going on here is I'm no mechanic. This is a bit of Vernon possible fact here. I imagine inside the automatic transmission gearbox there is it's air over hydraulic, so it's air assisted over hydraulic. So you've got your little arms and your derailleurs and shit like that, and I think there's an air leak inside of my transmission, and it's not pushing what the hydraulic, what it's meant to be doing. Something's not pushing right because it's not lining up, and it grates when it goes in gear, and it can't seem to get it in properly. So that's the only thing I can think what is going on in there. But Richard had the same symptoms without the clunking though, and he's needed a new clutch. So it could be a new clutch as well, which is absolutely, I've never ever put a clutch in a truck in all the years I've driven. I've never had a new clutch in a truck. And this has only done 250,000 miles just coming up. You know, and it's like, that's mad, is that? There's something obviously wrong. Something's wrong and they're not doing a recall on them, which is pretty sad, really. Here's the worry bit. When you come over the brow of that hill and you know you descend, luckily I know these mountains. I've been doing them for 7+ years, so you know you get to know them and what have you. As you come over that brow of that hill, if you've got in a predicament like I am now with your transmission, your gearbox playing up and stuff like that, don't come battering over the top of that hill. Just remember, you haven't got your full jakes. It's so easy, we get so used to driving the automatic and yanking that full brake on and then letting it off to get the maximum speed as we're coming, that we feel comfortable, coming safe, coming down the hill. Yeah, but when certain predicaments change, you want to let the gravity take you over the top of that hill, get to the top, roll over, and remember, you ain't going to be being able to use that little jab halfway down. I've mentioned this before in other videos. You'll get to know the rises and the curves and the falls and the lifts and stuff of your mountains as you go over them many times. And what you need to do is such as when you're not, when everything's running right, it's all hunky-dory, yeah? Everything's fine and dandy because you know you've got your jakes, you know you can jab your brakes and it's going to go in gear. But when things like this are happening, I don't know if all of a sudden that gearbox is going to say, fuck you, and just chuck itself into neutral. You know what I mean? It's an automatic. They do all weird things, don't they? So you need to have all your brake left, just in case, especially where drums all round. Like, it's a bit easier in European trucks, and the majority of trucks now out here are all gauge discs as well. But when you've got drums, you need that bit installed, like your anchor left. If you do have to stop and it chucks itself into neutral, you want to be able to pull up without setting light to your wheels, your brakes and shit. So, as a rule, I'd come halfway down the hill, give it a little jab on the brake, let it off, and I know I'm happy. Now, driving like this, oh, no. We'll leave it in 10th, we'll coast all the way down. We don't want to be up and down the transmission, the gearbox. Just leave it in the gear. Just get on with it. We're still going forward, aren't we? Oh yeah, we're still making money for now. This is going to be a cringy trip, is this? 418 miles to my delivery. Then it's 180, I think, over Grants Pass to get over to my pickup. And then it's only 900 miles to home. No, it isn't. It's what's it from there? It's 800 miles to home. So hell, you know, I've only got 8, 9. I've only got what have I got? About 1,200 miles. 1,400 miles. That sound right? Yeah, only about 1,400 miles left to do. Ha, easy with a broken gearbox. What could possibly go wrong? And a wife that's going to shout at me badly if I don't get back. Great being a trucker. Yeah. Good morning, you all. Here I am. I'm at Shasta. Let's have a look about where I stayed last night. Managed to get up over the big mountain coming out of Oregon there. Managed to get over there, just held it in gear. She did all right, actually. A little bit of a crunch and a squabble trying to get into 9th at one point, but we managed to jig it about. This is a nice little area. This is bottom of Shasta. There's Shasta Mountain up there. You can't see it because the sun's shining straight on it. With all the mysterious goings on and stuff like that. And they don't mind you parking in the woods here, and you can back up there. It is a dead end. There's a trail that goes up there. I've never hiked it. I keep meaning to one day, but Shasta Mountain, read the reports. Dodgy place. People go missing on there. I've done a video about it before, and the locals don't like to talk about it. Oh, Shasta Mountain. Oh, they don't go up there. Things happen up there. There's a truck stop. There's a Pilot, Flying J's, whatever it is, grocery store, Mexican, pretty good, Taco Bell, McDonald's, and you've got Starbucks further down, and a couple of hotels as well. So it's quite a nice little area to stop in. It really is. It gets a bit chilly up here. I stopped here because I ran out of time, basically. No, I had a little bit longer. I could have got a bit further, but I wanted to. It seems to be working better in the morning when it's. Let me get out of that sun. It's really bright. When the temperature's down on the truck when it's first started up, you know. And I'm going to try that over the transmission. Hopefully the gearbox will get up there, and we won't have too much problem getting it, because the next bit is really up and downy, and there's going to be a lot of gear changes and stuff like that. Not really big hills to pull or anything, but a lot of up and down parts, so I'm going to have to be changing gear and stuff like that. So fingers crossed. It's only 300 miles from here to the destination, to my tip in Tracy, so keep our fingers crossed and hopefully it's going to get us there. So a little bit of burnout advice, take it or leave it. Oh, bollocks to you, you know the score. So since this morning, I've ran it on auto all morning. What have we done, about 50-60 miles, and it seems to be sort of okay. It's still clunking going into 11th, and we had one incident where it took a few times to get into 10th, but up to now, touch wood, she's not been too bad. But this road, it's a beautiful road to run, whether you're running it in a car, truck, bike, whatever. It's nice sweeping bends and not too much downhill and stuff like that. So I can afford to chance it a little bit without worry of a big downhill. Don't get too overconfident if you're coming down a hill and think, oh, the genies have been in the night and they've fixed it. No, they haven't. It's still got an issue in there. So if you come to a big downhill or something like that, what I'm saying is stick it in manual and carry on like that until you get it looked at, because it's just not going to be worth it. If it decides to change gear and can't find a gear and you end up all of a sudden you're freewheeling down the hill. Yeah, this really is a nice. The camber's nice, the surface is nice, it's all good, but it is a lot of up and down. But like I say, it seems to be doing its thing. It's still clunking like mad. I don't want to get it. Oh God, this is the calm before the storm, isn't it? We've got, we're not far off Reading now, so we've got a little bit more. I've got one climb and then I go over the river. I'll show you that bit when we get there. Now, here's a little bit of Vernon advice. Take a leave of polish, do you know it? This is Reading I'm coming through now. A little ways before Reading, when you drop off that mountain and it flattens out, do not speed through here. You have two cop pickup trucks, along with everything else that are up and down here. The cop pickup trucks are definitely there just for the trucker, basically. And before you start growing large testicles and thinking you can shout on the CB at them, be warned, they both have CBs in their pickups, trucks. As long as quite a lot of the California patrol have CBs as well. So just be warned, if you want to say something, just say it to the face, don't shout it on the CB. They ain't that, you know. It's not big and it's like a microphone warrior, like a keyboard warrior. And don't do it, you only make yourself look a twat. It's a big old proud flag, isn't it? Yeah, just keep the speed down through here. And trucks have to be in the right hand side lane. One of Mark's friends, I think it was telling me he got a ticket for Cattleman on the left-hand side. I don't know if you caught that. Changing the subject a little bit, moving on. Great barbecue place, hotel barbecue place there, and there is an industrial estate. If you're coming through in trucks, so come off of that junction where you see the Cattleman's, turn a left, then a left again, go past the Cattleman's, and then you want to be there's another street, turn right after the Cattleman. And then turn right again. You can get back down there. It's only a little bit of a walking distance. Back up there. And good night in there, nice. And there's also another bar across the road and stuff. It's some good restaurants down that area. It's a nice part of Reading, it really is. Worth checking out. There you go, trucks use right lane. Temperature's getting nice now, 74. Equestrian centre, everything. So this is, what was this casino? I've gone past this casino hell of a lot of time. A lot of time. So I'm gonna pop in and have a look. I've never stopped, so we've got a bit of time to kill. May as well have a look and take advantage of the free coffees, obviously. These showers here are meant to be, there's a truck stop as well, as is in the majority of casinos, and they're telling me the showers are meant to be really super cool. What have we got going on there? Some group or something. Truck group, I'll look at it. No trucks. Not that bit. I'll follow Mr. up there, he looks like he knows where he's going. It's not all about the gambling, remember casinos, you have groups on, good food, cheap food. Not super cheap, but it's cheaper than a lot of places. That is high. Fuel's usually cheaper at these places as well. $4.19 for California, that's not bad at all, really. Clubhouse. Should I give him the whistle? Maybe not. We need to go to check out. I can't go video in there, obviously, not in the casino part, but alright. Are you ready? Don't mess with him, he's got the First Amendment to his head. They got a RV camping spot back there. They've got everything, haven't they? Park to the left-hand side of the vehicle, look where the shade is. If you go running a reefer, it all helps. It really does. I'm such a tight bastard. God, I am. So, what we got going on here then? So I've got a bit of time to kill. People often comment, oh, your truck always looks nice and shiny and clean and what have you. So what I use is little heads up. I use any of these waterless wash and wax things are pretty good. I've been through a lot of rain on the way down and it got covered in shit and stuff like this. It is, you aren't going to get results like that with the wash and wax. Do not put that on your alloys. Never ever put that on your alloys. They'll just go dim, dull. You've got to use diamond white or one of the other ones for the aluminium, and you've got to keep on top at least once every couple of months or something. Give it a repolish, and then the muck can't stick to it, and it'll look good. You'll just give it a wipe over. All I use for the wheels is a wet rag and then a dry rag. Just no soap, no nothing. Just wipe them off. Although I've tried other sorts of stuff, and none of it works when you're on the road for me. Apart from when you're at home, you use soap and water. So that's this side. That took me just under half an hour. I've done the wheels on this side. As you can see, it's not super dirty, but it come up all right. It's not the best of the best, but you know, I've done this side of that just wipe it over. A lot of your polishers and somebody with a custom truck or something like that. Remember, this is a working truck, isn't it? A custom truck. With a custom truck, they won't use this stuff because it does leave scratches on it. It's a working truck, it's a truck, you know what I mean? As long as it looks clean to me and polishes up. I put it on first with the thingy one and then go around afterwards for another polish up. If you don't polish it off, you're going to get this. And you've got to feel it's got to be smooth. If it doesn't feel smooth, the dust is going to attract to it, so it's going to look 10 times worse. You're going to have swells of dust. So if you aren't prepared to do it properly, don't bloody do it at all. That's what I'm saying, because it does look shit if you don't rub it in properly. Got to be in the shade. Don't try and put any of this shit on in sunlight. You're going to really be struggling something rotten. You won't get it off, and it'll be a real mess. So it's got to be out of the sunlight in the shade. It is getting a bit toasty, so I better hurry up and do the other side. But hell, it's toasty out there now. So I've just been for a walk round. You can't take cameras. I got told off profusely and nearly zip-tied and arrested and shit once for trying to do a video in one of the casinos in Vegas. The oldest casino, actually. Anyway, so, right, like I told you, you've got your truck parking. Very, very nice people in the clubhouse there, which is the basically the driver's lounge thing. Showers, 15 bucks for a shower. If you fuel up, you get that free. But it's not free, I've explained that before, not at that price. And a laundrette. camping RV site, cheap tobacco. It's on a reservation, so they're just about all on reservations. Anything that's on a reservation, you're going to pay. You're going to get cheap tobacco and stuff like that. Absolute great little casino. Really nice. It's not super big, but just right actually. A couple of restaurants and bars, and what I did see of the food, it looked really good and nicely priced. Hotel price. I've got to put this AC on. I'm absolutely sweltering now. The hotel starts at $99, so it's not overpriced. There's no reduction for truck drivers. So sorry. There used to be until they built the casino, she said, because this was a truck stop before. Many moons again, so the lovely lady in there just explained to me, very nice. So yeah, and there's a singer on at the moment. Whether that's on all week, I don't know, in the restaurant area, the main restaurant area, and then on the night they have different acts on and different things like that. I don't think there's a I nearly said a casino. Of course there's a casino. I don't think there is a what is it? Cinema. Pretty sure they're in the cinema. Some of them have cinemas which are pretty good. I think it'd be a good place to stay the weekend. You can't use the swimming pool unless you book the hotel. There is a swimming pool in the hotel, outdoor one. You can't use that unless, obviously, you book the hotel. There's no swimming pool at the RV site as well, because I checked that one out. I can't blag it into the swimming pool. I had a look at that, and I thought that's going to be a big no-no. There's no gate going from the outside, so I ain't shimming over no wall, that's for sure. So this one's off my list of sneaking in swimming pool areas. I couldn't blag a free shower. That won't happen. She won't have none of that. Does she not know who I am? Obviously not. Yeah, so onwards we go. Everything accomplished. Oh, free drink, free pop. You get all your free sodas and pops and stuff like that, and coffee and things for free. And if you're actually using the slots, you'll get free drinks, beer, wine, stuff like that. I don't know if you'll get shots or not. You might do. Hard stuff. I'm not sure. I've never tried it. So I've never got a free drink because I don't play the bloody games. That's why I'm a bit pointless in one of those places, isn't I? Like I say, I go for the cheaper food and stuff like that. This is definitely going to be on my list to stop and try the food out next time coming through. There's a tap room. There's it's really nicely laid out. Worth a stop. It's got the thumbs from me. I definitely spoke too soon about saying that she was working all right. She's getting a little bit feisty now. I've found a gear. We're just leaving the Walmart, but when we came in the Walmart, I lost all my gears right on the junction. Right, fifth. We got it. Yeah, definitely. We're not doing the automatic. I think that was. I'm getting my hopes up, thinking the gremlins had been in and mended it all and disappeared overnight. Works on an MAN, doesn't it? You just turn it off, reset it, leave it. Happy days. Off you go for another 100,000 or whatever. With this baby. I don't think even I was thinking last night of all different things you could do to reset things and the way full computers and shit like that. This is definitely more than just an electrical problem, I think. Well, I don't know, I'm not a mechanic, I'm only the driver, but, oh yeah, we ain't got 11, yeah, we have. 158 miles to go. Then I've just got to get home, that's by the by. I can, yeah, we can work that out afterwards. But we'd have to get this off. Yeah, there's the reset thing, isn't there? People undo the battery leads and leave it off for 5 minutes or so like that. The Freightliner was good for that. I did that a couple of times and that reset a few things and didn't have any problems. But to be fair, I think it was only the 1 or 2 problems that I ever had with that. One day it just wouldn't start at all or go in gear and saying low and had to be towed in off my driveway. That turned out just to be a blown fuse. Even though call-out guy and everything had been out, wouldn't start ignition. It wouldn't. It was saying I had low air, so it wouldn't go into gear. It'd start, that was it, but it wouldn't go into gear. Turned out to be a blown fuse. Oops. But onwards we go. Turn that dude down. Well, that was impressive. Just no reason, nothing. Not just happily going along and boop 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 boop. We want to chuck our hand in. See, I've got absolutely nothing here. With only if I go like that, and I go like that, and go like that, and go like that, and go like that. We still get nothing. Oh, no, we're going back. We're giving it. We better stop before we hit the tree. Been following a tomato trail all day as well. Look at the tomatoes. Now this is where Mechanic Vern comes into play. Are you ready? Mechanic Vern. Oh God, I hate stopping. Shit, people follow each other that close. Super dangerous place. Come on. Come on. What? You don't want him to start on me. Don't do this. Don't do this. I'm fucking dead in the water. Nope. 92 miles to go. Come on. Let's get this shit off this shoulder. No, come on, give me a gear. That's the first time it's done that when it's actually just been in a gear happily moseying along. It's decided to chuck its hand in. 92 miles. Come on, baby. You can do this. It's not a difficult task. This is your job. You change gears. Maybe we should just stay in 11th all the way. Oh dear. Fingers crossed, we're going to keep going. Come on, mister, get the lead out. It's so funny when people, but I don't get how a lot of people drive now. They seem to creep onto a slip road. They're panicking, they're doing that head flick, backwards and forwards, looking at you, looking in the mirror, thinking you're going to magically, poof, disappear into thin air. Then they pull out, then they slow they slow down again, because I don't know what's going on with that slow down thing. I think it's like I don't know, it's just not working, is it? There's more tomatoes, look, the tomato trail. And then all of a sudden, you start to pull out to overtake, and they put the foot down. Like, oh, okay then. There's no point in flashing in over here, especially on the I-5. Nobody has a clue. They don't have a clue about it anymore. The majority of drivers are running up and down here. Nope, not a Scooby. You flash them in, they think there's something wrong with the truck. Old school shit's died, gone. And I must say, especially running up and down here, if you aren't running heavy haul or something like that, I think my generation and a bit younger are going to be the last ones for hauling truck. And it's going to be basically just East Indians that are doing it up and down here. Don't get me wrong, you know, I'd love to know how they do it. They go from this, what are they called? Klima or somebody, green trucks. 500 power units. 2006 those guys started. up to 500 power units plus 2,000 trailers. How the shit do you do that in that little time? Is absolutely unbelievable. You know, off if you can do it. And there's not just one, there's lots of companies like that, and I think, fuck me, how do they do it? You know? And they all seem to have plenty of drivers going in there, don't see many trucks stood. So they're doing something right, that's for sure. So they're doing something different that other people are. I aren't seeing any Americans, for example, who are there probably 4th or 5th generation down, building haulage companies up as quick as that. Ain't happening. Really isn't. So you think we've got Camways up near us, they're a huge big one, East Indians again. Then you've got, what's the other one that one of my friends used to work for up in Linden, they've got quite a few. Interesting. So all your roadside diners, your anywhere like your steakhouse and stuff like that, or that were in the truck stops now, the Loves and places like that, they're going to die off without a doubt. It's going to be a knock-on effect, 100%, because those guys don't use them. There are actually East Indian restaurants down here now to cater for them, because they were you never ever see them in a steakhouse or anywhere like that. Never. They'll stick to their Indian food and stuff like that. You know, each their own, definitely. But the little places will die out eventually. We're not going to affect. This is a horrible bridge in the well. I'm moaning. I am going to temper touch my goddamn dear boy. Keep grinning. Keep smiling.